In today's video, I am going to show you how to make these beautiful decoupaged Easter eggs. Here is a sneak peek at the finished designs. I'll walk you through the entire process step by step so you can create your own unique Easter eggs. Let's get started. For this project, I'm using a variety of eggs. I have this large styrofoam egg and a medium-sized styrofoam egg as well. I also have a few smaller sized plastic eggs, as well as these smaller wooden eggs. I purchased all of these on Amazon, so I will leave the link in the description box below. Next, we'll need a variety of napkins. All of these napkins I purchased either on Amazon, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Home Goods. One important thing to keep in mind is that when decorating a larger egg, it's best to use a napkin with bigger design. For smaller eggs, smaller patterns work best. We are also going to need paint. I'll be using acrylic paint. This one has a glossy finish. Mod Podge in glossy finish as well. A few brushes and something to hold the paint. I'll start by painting the egg. You can use a matte finish, but I think the glossy one looks better. Since this needs to be done in stages, I'll first paint the bottom half, let it dry, and then paint the top half later. While holding the top half of the egg, apply a thin layer of the paint evenly. To speed up the drying process, you can use a hairdryer on low setting. You can spray paint these, but you'll need to be very careful. The propellants in spray paint can melt styrofoam, so unless you are experienced with spray painting, I recommend using a brush instead. I'm using glass jars to hold my eggs while drying. Now that the paint on the bottom has dried, I can paint the top of the egg. I'll just repeat the same process and apply a thin layer of the paint on the other half of the egg. And remember, using a hairdryer can help you speed up this process and dry the paint much faster. While the paint is drying, I'll prepare the napkin by cutting out the designs. Due to the egg's curved shape, it's easier to apply the napkin in smaller pieces rather than using the whole napkin at once. This method will yield better results and help minimize wrinkles when applying the napkin. Once I have carefully cut out the design, I separate the layers of the napkin. Some napkins have 3 layers, while others have only 2. For this project, we will only use the top layer of the napkin. And now to the fun part. The paint is dry and the napkin pieces are ready. I'll start applying the pieces using Podge. It is best to use a soft brush when applying the napkin to the egg. I'll apply a thin layer of glue and then place the napkin on top. Smooth out the napkin from the center outward. I like to gently press it down with my finger, but it's important to have just the right amount of glue. Too much and it can smudge or tear the design, and too little and your finger won't slide easily. If you are new to decoupage, it's best to avoid using your finger to smooth out the napkin, as it can easily tear or ruin your work. Instead, try using a piece of clear plastic wrap. Just gently press and smooth out the wrinkles for a cleaner finish. I'll continue this process, applying additional pieces randomly. And just like we painted the egg in stages, we'll apply the napkin in stages as well. Once I reach a point where I can no longer hold the egg comfortably without touching the glued napkins, I will set it aside and allow the glue to dry completely. And again, to speed up the drying process, you can use a hair dryer on cool setting. Now that everything has dried completely, I can continue with the project. I like to wrap my brush in clear plastic wrap between uses. This way, I don't have to wash it out and the glue stays from drying out. And just as before, I'll apply a thin layer of Podge, place the napkin on top, and use a small amount of glue on my brush to smooth it out, working from the center towards the outer edges. And once again, I reach a point where I need to set it aside and let the glue dry. You can use a hair dryer to speed up the process or work on another egg in the meantime. Almost done. I just need to cover the last bit of empty space with the napkin. Once I finish decorating the egg, I'll apply a top coat of Mod Podge to seal it. I like to display mine in a basket, lining the bottom with shredded decorative paper and arranging the eggs inside. As you can see, I've created a variety of eggs in different sizes and designs. I really love the one with the bunnies, and I'm curious to know which one is your favorite. If you enjoyed this project, be sure to check out my other videos on how to decoupage shells or even a wine bottle. Until next time, happy crafting!